Trying to go live, but this motherfucker tripping. So, Tank Davis taking knees like Colin Kaepernick, huh? You're doing a James Brown in the ring and shit. Everybody got something to say, right? All the way from Turkey Allah Sheik to whoever, right? Man, you got headbutts that get thrown in the ring consistently. Refs don't do nothing about it. You got people who don't get an 8 count when they get hit and fall on the damn ropes. You got other fighters that have been punched and gloves is hitting the ground and nobody up and roar about it. Jack Reese literally got on the camera and said he likes to do his own thing. You know what I'm saying? And nobody fucking bats an eye. And he keeps getting big fights. And the list just goes on and on, man. Like, of fuckery in boxing. But it just seems like this Tank Davis guy gets more spotlight put on him rather than a notorious headbutter like Katie Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury doing all the wrestling tactics. Floyd Mayweather doing all that hug in the ring. But Tank Davis, and I don't know if you want to say it, like his handlers, his advisor, his promoter, his manager, whoever is sitting over there behind the scenes who have been not advising him to take certain fights that the fight fans want to see. I think all of that is in combination into some of the hate that he's getting from this taking a knee. I see why people should be upset. I know why should people be upset, but hey, man, it is what it is. If it's up to the ref to call it and stuff like that, it's up to the ref to call it, and that's just what it is, They don't be calling all kind of shit in the motherfucking ring. And Turkey Allah Sheik really can't be saying nothing because he has some fucked up scorecards where he at, and he's up over there looking at the scorecards and telling motherfuckers. He ain't telling both sides. He's looking at the scorecards and only telling one side. So I don't want to hear this fugazi ass shit from him, because he's sitting up over there so-called putting on big fights, but at the end of the day he got some explaining to do himself. You know what I'm saying? And you talking about a country to where like people have to do what the fuck he says. You know what I'm saying? Where the money is power. You can come up missing. Just like a few journalists that have came missing in Saudi Arabia. But I'm not tripping on this stuff, man. It is what it is. Never like Curtis Anderson used to say, never a dull moment in boxing. Never a dull moment. And motherfuckers over here acting for fucking forgetful. Now, some people around here saying Tank Davis is scared of old Roach. I don't think that's the case. What I think is happening is, and I'm not sticking up for him or nothing like that, but it's obvious that he already has fights already coming up. It's obvious that he won't be able to fight him until maybe the end of this year or next year for the rematch. It's obvious. It's obvious that this shit's already fucking lined up. I need to check that Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia shit because I want to see if they're done with mediation yet. Because if they're done with mediation, that basically means a fight is gonna happen. Now that I got the Tank Davis shit out the way, right? Let's talk about current events, right? How could I say this without getting fired? I'm joking. I'm just giving my 3 cents, my opinion, right? With all these firings that I heard of. All these firings that's happening, man, you know, it is what it is. This is what y'all, I mean, people keep saying the American people voted for so-and-so, you know what I'm saying? This is what the American people are gonna have to deal with. And that's just, it is what it is. Now I know there's politicians out there that's saying we should all get behind so-and-so and don't undermine him and all this stuff and blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. Okay, that's fine and dandy. But did you do it? Did the people that said that, or did they do it with past presidents that sat on the opposite aisle of them, the opposite party of them? Did they do it then? No. I know people want to come out here and say that Zelensky all he wants is aid and money and weapons and all that stuff. He don't want to end the war and all that stuff. But they never say, like, where the fuck would he be able to spend his money at? You know, that's my whole thing. People are saying like they should have Ukraine should have an election, but Ukraine is at fucking war. So why would they have an election while they at war? Right? Makes absolutely no sense to me, right? To have an election while you at war, while your country's being invaded, right? Makes no sense. And they don't say why, like in detail. Damn, I saw. Damn, he really ain't playing about that biking. I think he already did 20 miles this morning. Damn. You know, I don't. Nobody has given a real reason on why he doesn't want the war to end. I think not wanting the war to end is the most. People saying that stuff is not as educated as it should be. I just think it's that people are just saying that because it sounds good and people are going to believe it. And right now, wasteful spending, fraud, waste, and abuse is the new talking point right now, and it's going to be for the next 4 years, 3 years and some change. And every single time something happens, this is what's going to come up. I mean, let's just face the facts, y'all. This stuff is off the chain. It's off the fucking chain, dog. And I've been talking about it. Social media engineering people. I've been talking about it for fucking years. And people laughed at it and all that shit, but hey, you know, I can see how people are engineered into believing lies, misinformation or disinformation or whatever you want to call it, alternative facts or whatever the case may be. You know, because remember, the people that were talking about the alternative facts now have the alternative facts, and they want you to believe them. And people are so gullible, they willing to believe in the illusion of grandeur for some odd reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know why people think that they should that they need a savior. But you know, I give you a prime example on how people are not really paying attention to fucking history. The Great fucking Depression. You know what? You know what we had? We had industrial, right? Right? You know what didn't fucking help the Great Depression? Tariffs. Because somebody back in the days thought that if we increase the tariffs, right? If we increase the tariffs, then when we get all this influx of money in, right? But guess who paid for the fucking tariffs? Why we had to have all these soup kitchens and shit like that, right? Guess what raised that? Why we had to have children working in factories, you know, and the most horrible conditions, you know, dying from infection, chemicals, losing limbs, all kind of shit, right? Right? So, people need to look at history. It ain't work. But I don't know where people get this thing in their head. Like, I mean, I could be fucking wrong. But from what I've read, tariffs is good for the government, but people won't be able to spend money because the price of the goods will be high. So if price of the goods go high, right, and people are not buying them like they used to, what happens to these companies? You know, people already can't afford to go to McDonald's and Taco Bell, let alone take your ass to Five Guys. You know, it's gonna be a nice roller coaster for some of you motherfuckers, and you asked for it and you fucking got it. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't no reneging. You know, just like buying stock, you gonna reap the benefits, the rewards, and the bad shit that comes with it. Yeah. So, you know, I ain't tripping. You know, I would recommend that people get a financial advisor and start hunkering down and saving and shit like that and get they shit right. Keep a lot of dry goods in the house, canned goods and stuff like that. Because this going out to eat every week and shit like that is about to cease. I know y'all want to say drill baby drill and shit like that and Keystone Pipeline and all that shit, but we already been pumping more oil than we have ever had before. You know, that's the crazy thing. Motherfuckers don't want to read. They don't want to do research. The only thing they want to do is get on social media and let somebody tell them what it is. They don't want to learn for themselves. And that's the reason why we got all this dumbass shit around here. That's why we got all these dumbasses. They rather trust somebody and but they're not gonna never go back and verify the shit that they say, the shit that they spill out the motherfucking mouth. Be your own fucking person. You know what I'm saying? Be your own fucking person. Doge can't even get their shit right. We found this, and next thing you know it, they got to re-scrub the numbers. Crazy. Crazy. See what happened at the next Doge hearing. I bet you nobody from Doge is going of meaningfulness. None of them gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Already going. Man, this is just some. And nobody is tripping on like, finding fraud, waste, and abuse. Nobody is tripping on that. You know what I'm saying? You know what people are tripping on? You got a whole bunch of turkey necks out there with your fucking data, and you don't even know what's gonna happen with it. And there's more sinister shit that can fucking happen. There's more sinister shit that can happen from that, and I ain't gonna fucking say it. I ain't gonna fucking say it. I ain't gonna fucking say it, but people are just fucking stupid. You running through, you're gonna do an audit with fucking AI. Right? An audit with fucking AI. That motherfucker, that shit don't know what it's looking for. You know what you're looking for? You're looking for shit ain't got nothing to fucking do with fraud, waste, and abuse. That's what they fucking are looking for. And somebody with a dual citizenship should be using their system to run the FAA. You know what that means, right? I mean, you ain't got to be a rocket scientist to figure it out. You know what that fucking means, right? Somebody who probably has an unduly relationship with another country. Somebody who didn't even pass a background. They probably can't even pass a background check because they're self-admitted to doing drugs, illicit drugs. So he can't pass a background check. He can't have a secret security clearance. But you guys are willing to give him all the data of all the planes and where they flying. And God knows what he'll fucking do with that. Rest my peace. And on that note, shout outs to the whole entire world, and everybody stay sucker free.